The City of Durban officials have given the green light for burials to go ahead in KwaZulu Natal, but undertakers are pleading with families to delay funerals if possible. The country has witnessed so much grief as the death toll has climbed to 398. National Funeral Practitioners Association of South Africa's Muzi Hlengwa joins me now. Muzi, thank you so much for your time. Now, let's just talk about the devastation that you are currently dealing with as funeral parlors in KZN. I mean, they're calling this one of the worst floods to hit the area in as many years in KZN. Talk to us about what you are seeing and what you are experiencing.
Good afternoon to you and good afternoon to the viewers at home. One would like to first start by extending his heartfelt condolences to all those who have lost their loved ones. Indeed, we are finding ourselves in very devastating times where a lot of people have lost their lives and others have lost their properties and all that. KZN is in another state as we speak. Roads are closed and the movement is not as easy as it normally would be. We haven't had water for a week now, so there's a lot that is happening. And we are appealing to the members of the general public to bear with us in time like this. Fortunately, as a country and KZN, Durban in particular, we have experienced officials who have seen this before. So we believe that the experience that they bring will assist us as a country going forward. In matters and situations like this, we need not to panic. We need to just apply the knowledge that we already have and make sure that we assist bereaved families without them feeling pain and obviously they are in pain, but we must be there to relieve it.
Like you said, one of the recent events that we know where you have experienced this or seen something of a similar nature in terms of just the sheer number of people that you have to be dealing with was perhaps during COVID-19, when we were seeing scores of people dying as a result of the pandemic. Talk to us about how exactly you are going to be handling this situation this time around. Considering that the fact that government has also offered its assistance, in terms of burying some of the loved ones of those people who have lost loved ones, how will you then be, just handling this delay? Especially when we are hearing reports that some funeral undertakers are agreeing to bury more than they actually should.
Look, in every situation you learn for the future. We just came out of COVID-19, which has taught us a lot as an industry. So the lesson we've learned today will really assist us in addressing the situation that we find ourselves in. We not long ago, after COVID, we were hit by looting, which had taken lives of many people. The experience that comes with what we've seen both in COVID and in these deaths during looting are really are helping us. Our infrastructure has been increased. The resources are there. We are not panicking. We know that we, in good time, will be able. The only factor here is that the government mortuaries are the ones that are under strain for now. So we are calling for them to speed up the postmortems and try and ensure that the bodies are released to private mortuaries as early as possible.
And now, Muzi, in a situation like this, one would imagine that it is probably tempting for a particular funeral parlor, just given the sheer demand, to accept every request that, it's been provided by a family member. But how can families in this instance protect themselves to ensure that, their loved ones are buried with dignity?
Look, as leaders in the industry, we have sat down. Yesterday, we had a meeting of all associations in KZN, Durban in particular, where we've agreed that the amount of work that is there should be distributed evenly, so that every single undertaker gets to play a role, and we should not see a situation where greed comes in to place, and funeral parlors will be taking more work than they can afford, to deliver service. The capacity is not the same. Not everybody can take 20, 30 bodies a week. So those who are small, they mustn't be tempted to take more than or to bite more than they can chew. So as an association, we are ensuring that undertakers take only what they can afford to deliver on. Also, we are worried with these undertakers that are taking chances in a situation like this, going around and promising families that they are donating funerals, whereas they know that they are not donating funerals, because there is a fund that has been allocated by eThekwini Metro to see to families who are affected. So I don't believe that as an industry we should be focusing on donating funerals, rather focusing on donating what is not available, what is required, which is like food, clothing, shelter, and so forth. So these undertakers that come in pretending to be good Samaritans and offering free funerals, at the back end, then they come and they claim with eThekwini Metro will indeed receive a harsh hand from all the associations should they be caught doing so.
Muzi, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate you on the show. That is the National Funeral Practitioners Association of South Africa's Muzi Hlengwa.